Hey, just a short clip. It is it's 2:20 on the first of the new year. So happy New Year. And we'll see you in the next clip. Ooh, I got a New Year's present. I got an extra $5, so I put $10 in the gas tank and it got me up over a quarter tank. Yes. God bless you. I really don't have a whole lot to talk about at the moment, so I guess we'll see you in the next clip. I know one more thing I should talk about real quick here. When I was just gassing up here, there was a young man at the other pump across from me gassing up, and I like joking around and interacting with everybody, even if I've never met him before. So, because it's really cold here in Minnesota and we got the snow all around, it just finished snowing again. And the song Rocket Man was playing on the radio through everything. And I was singing it when I came up to start pumping, and he was pumping. And I just said, if I had Superman's powers right now, I think I'd fly to a nice warm beach for a little bit. And he started laughing. And then I started telling him, he asked me if I was from the area or whatever. And I said, yeah. And told him how I moved up here. I'm looking for work, and I've lived in this for 3 years, and how I watched a lot of YouTube van life, RV life stuff, and I told him how I started buying all the solar and getting prepared for it, and then how life took a crazy turn, and it was like God had me do it ahead of time so I'd be more prepared for the challenges I'm going through now. I said, but it's really cool. And then so I started talking to him more about God and stuff, and then we talked about different churches around here, and shook his hand, said God bless you, and he smiled at me and told me to keep spreading God's word. He was liking it, so that's awesome. Yeah, he was pretty happy that I was talking about God. So how wonderful is that? Oh yeah, and inside the store, there's a bunch of people in line and stuff. And when I was putting my hat on to go out the door, this lady turned and looked at me, and I said, well, getting ready to go back out into this wonderful Minnesota weather or something like that. And she had a big smile on her face. And one thing I say to people a lot when they smile, I want to let people I know I appreciate their smile and stuff. So I say, that smile looks good on you. You should keep it, and which made her smile even bigger, which was great. And when I was walking out the door, I said, God bless you all, because I do that a lot, and almost always. And there must have been 3-4 people in there that all turned and said, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you, at the gas station in town. How awesome is that? Woohoo! Well, we'll see you on the next clip. Oh, heck, I figured I'll turn the camera back on. Well, I'm back! While I'm driving out of here. Let you guys get a side shot of our gas station here in town. Well, it still says holiday, because Circle K has been buying them all out, and they're going to be changing their signage before too long, I'm pretty sure. I like holiday better. It's got the red, white, and blue. I like the word holiday. It makes you sound like you're going on vacation or something. And Circle K, I don't know, the new branding, it just it doesn't ring with me. I don't feel it, it's like it just, and plus I get sentimental and like hanging on to things because I'm older, and I don't know, I just really like the holiday brand idea better. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, that was intense. I was sliding straight at that car. In Minnesota driving, that's when you start sliding, you ain't stopping. I had to let off the brakes and keep turning my wheels there, so that way, since I was sliding straight forward with the brakes on, at least if I let the brakes off, the wheels can roll, and maybe I can turn and avoid him and make the corner, which is pretty much how it worked out. And that was instinctive for me, so here I was talking on the camera, and as I started sliding, it was just instinctive for me, even though my wheels were already turning and I was sliding straight while I was braking, and it was instinctive for me to let off the brake so the wheels could roll and it would pull me around the corner, Wait, I'm gonna pull over here because I am gonna go into Walmart. And I forgot I was going to try to do a speedy run down the highway quick. But I guess I'll try to save my petroleum, because it snowed and it looks like it's kind of it might be dry powdery. I'll have to check when I get out to go to into Walmart. I'll have to check by this bush here and grab a handful of snow and see if it's the loose powdery stuff. If it's the loose powdery stuff, then it's worth it for me to jump on the freeway and get off at the next exit, because the wind will help blow the snow off of my solar panels. And I noticed when daylight came today, even though it's not sunny, it was so gloomy, but I noticed I wasn't getting the voltage was getting up there, but I wasn't getting the normal amps through for charging that I normally would, because I can normally see things, my meters climb a little better. So when I was looking at it and I was like, well, it's daytime already, and I know it ain't sunny, but how come that one isn't going up? And then I was like, it snowed, it's like, so I got, so much snow on top of my solar panels, which is kind of really muffling the light that's coming through or whatever. So I either got to hit the freeway quick if it's loose light snow. If it's the sticky stuff, then the freeway ain't going to help me really. Then what I need to do is, it's pretty gloomy now and we're not going to get much more light today. So by tomorrow morning, I'll have to look at the weather and see what we got going on. But I'll have to pull over next to a curb or something somewhere, because I got a telescopic ladder. But I've already thought about on my own, because of experience in life, is I park next to a curb. So when I put the ladder up, I can put it up against the curb and lean it against the camper, so the ladder don't slide out from underneath, on the slippery ice and stuff. That way it kind of holds it in place. And then I can go up, climb up the ladder, and I use my snow brush thing and squeegee thing to clean all the snow off the solar panels. So spending $300 and some on a telescopic ladder, well worth it. And it fits right behind my passenger seat, and I think it's 36 inches tall, and it extends to I want to say 14 or 16 feet. I can't remember now, but it's at least 14 feet, but it might be 16. And let me see here. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 16 feet. That's what it is, I think, because it's 3 feet now, and it's got, by the counting the runs, and each run is about a foot high. So yeah, so it extends to about 16 feet, I think. Excuse me while I was counting there. So I'm glad that I got at least $10 more in gas to get my needle up over the quarter mark a little bit. I've been kicking around an idea for a short video I might make, for just a thought kind of video. I don't know, that don't even make sense probably, but if I make the video, you'll see what I mean by it, because I'll title it something like that, just a thought for fun or something like that. That'll just be another, if I make that video, it'll just be another piece of getting to know me better and how I think, and when I think about philosophy and idea and stuff, and philosophy can even tie in with I don't want to say religion, but being spiritual, because I hope I don't ruffle anybody's feathers, but I'm not religious per se, because all the religions are different. I was baptized Lutheran, but I would consider myself, I guess, a Christian or spiritual, because I do believe, and I have an unbreakable faith that nothing could ever take away from me. And I've always had that unbreakable faith, but as I was growing up, there's times that I had that little bit of doubt, like, I don't know why I even had that doubt. I knew better inside my soul, but when I challenged God that night in my book story, boy, that was a really powerful night for me. And even though I had already believed in God, otherwise I wouldn't have been arguing with him and stuff. But anyway, that night I knew, I told God that I would never ever doubt his existence again. I mean, I'm sure there might be times I might question why something happens or why something didn't happen, or because that's the human side of me or flesh or whatever. That sometimes things affect us strongly. Because even when you get a pretty good grip on your emotions and stuff, you can think that you have a good grip on your emotions, and then something will come along and just show you that you do not have that under control. and your emotions will say, guess what? Try to control this. But that's because we're human, That's all right. There ain't nothing wrong with that. It's okay, whatever you're going through life, it's okay to feel happy, it's okay to feel sad, it's okay to be upset at things, because that's who we are as humans, it happens, stuff happens. And don't ever beat yourself up about having feelings, That's a natural thing as us being humans, is to have different feelings and stuff. So when things are rough, when you're having a hard time, try to let yourself know it's okay to have those feelings while you're having a hard time, whether it's sadness or heartbreak or upset about something not working out the way you'd like it to or something, it's okay to have all those feelings, especially if you realize it and you can acknowledge it. That's a whole nother learning experience, Yes, I'm not going to keep blabbering on here. I am going to probably run into Walmart here. Or no, I'll walk because I don't want to slip and fall in the ice, so I ain't going to be doing no running. I haven't ran in a while. I wonder how far I could run. Because I'm overweight, and I'm older, so I know I can only run so far. And my heart's going to start pounding. I'm going to start breathing heavy. And I've quit smoking for 3 years now? Yeah, I think it's almost 3. I think this September 3rd, 4th will be 3 years that I've quit smoking. And I didn't start smoking until I was like 21, I think, or 20, 21 or something like that. And for stupid reasons. Of course, is starting smoking ever a smart reason? I think not. But anyway, there's that word again. Try to stay away from the ums and the anyways. Words that we use when we don't know what to say next or something like that. I want to learn how to just kind of keep flowing. So that's what I want to do. I almost said one of those words. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. God bless you.